name is Angela from the website naturallivingalchemy.ca. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you how you can make your very own Tallow Balm, which is an excellent product that you can use to take your skincare to the next level. What is Tallow Balm? Well, it is basically a mixture of a rendered beef fat with an oil. Now, perhaps you're like me and the idea of, well, putting something like beef fat on your face kind of seems foreign and weird. I'm going to let you in on a few secrets that tallow has and how it can actually benefit your skin. Now, from personal experience, because I use a tallow face cream that I've made. I will definitely share this recipe with you in a future video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But since using this, which is just rendered beef fat with an infused oil, my skin has never been better. There's been pretty much no breakouts. There's been less redness. There's been more hydration and more elasticity. I'm also going to tell you a little secret from what I've noticed. I am somebody who used to spend an embarrassingly large amount of money on my skincare products. This works better. Okay. Sometimes those products in those expensive face and body creams, they're not really as good as they would lead you to believe that they are. I'm just going to leave it at that and continue telling you about this wonderful product that I am going to show you how to make. But before we do that, I would like to just remind you to check the description box below, and you're going to find a full written blog article link down there. You're also going to find links so that you can purchase some of these things so that you can start making your own tallow balm at home and then make it into other products that you can use. Next week, I'm going to be bringing you a video on how to take this tallow balm we're making and transform it into a whipped body butter. So hit that subscribe button now so that you don't miss future videos like that I plan on bringing you. All right, so what are the benefits of tallow? What can this stuff actually do for your skin? Well, I am going to share some of those with you. One, it is an emollient skin barrier. So it's actually beneficial for all skin types. It's non-comedonogenic, which means it will not clog your pores. So it's useful for acne-prone skin, oily skin, or skin that's, prone to breakouts. It is also useful for those who have eczema, psoriasis, sensitive skin, or dry skin. Now, I would like you to keep something in mind about that, though. The tallow balm will give you relief for something like eczema, something like psoriasis. Okay. However, it is not going to be addressing the underlying issue as to why you have eczema or psoriasis, but it can work really, really nicely to help give you some relief when those things are flaring up. If you're wanting to treat the eczema or the psoriasis so that it's gone, there are some other things that you're going to have to do, which involves some gut health protocols. Tallow also has some amazing vitamins that our skin just drinks right up. We have vitamin A, which helps stimulate collagen to reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. It will help improve your skin's elasticity. Vitamin D, that's going to help reduce your skin inflammation if you're having any. Vitamin E, it's an antioxidant that helps prevent free radical damage. It promotes wound healing and improves the skin. We have vitamin K, which is something that improves your skin's elasticity. It can improve the look of stretch marks, dark spots, and that's another one of our vitamins that can help promote wound healing. There are a couple different acids that tallow contains that are very similar, if not identical, to the ones that your skin already produces. So we have something called conjugated linolenic acid, or CLA, and you can find that specifically in grass-fed tallow. So CLA has anti-inflammatory properties and can actually help support your immune system. We have something called oleic acid, which helps your skin stay soft and hydrated and flexible by creating a layer of fatty acids on top of the skin. And it can help your skin regenerate its skin cells. We have stearic acid, which is another thing that helps protect the skin barrier. The sebum on your skin, which is your own secretions out of your sebaceous glands, is approximately 11% stearic acid already. Okay. So now we're just adding more support to that. And what that's going to do is it's going to soften your skin, it's going to reduce flaking and itching. We also have alpha liolinic and leolinic acid, otherwise known as omega-3 and 6 fatty acids, and those help maintain the structure and the barrier function of the skin. We also have something called palmitoleic acid, which is one of the building blocks that your skin actually uses. You have palmitic acid, which helps the skin barriers function, but that does tend to decrease as we age. So, as you can see, our skin has a very similar biology to tallow, and that is one reason that tallow really, really loves your skin, and your skin really, really loves tallow. So that was our tallow information, and as you can see, there was a lot of benefits that tallow has to offer to your skin. But like I said, we're not just taking tallow and rubbing it on our face to make this balm. We are going to be needing to mix it with an oil. Now, the oil that you're going to be choosing is going to be dependent on what it is you're looking for that oil to be doing. So in our recipe today, I am using an avocado oil, and this is avocado oil that I have infused myself with chamomile, lavender, and horsetails. Now, if you come back to the video next week, I am going to be sharing more information as to why I've chosen these plant allies to get infused into our oil. But if you didn't want to use an infused oil, you could just use any of these oils on their own and you will get the benefits from it. So, like I said, this is an avocado oil. I ran out. I don't have a bottle to show you, but that's fine. So why would we want to use avocado oil on our skin? Well, this contains omega-3 fatty acids and also vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin E. Okay. Which is going to do the same thing as the vitamins A, D, and E that the tallow already contains. We are just adding even more for your skin just to drink up. So, an avocado oil would help reduce inflammation and redness from psoriasis and eczema. It could help prevent or treat acne, and it can help accelerate wound healing because of the essential fatty acids and the oleic acid. Now, before we keep going, I want you to remember I am not a doctor. None of what is on this channel is medical advice, and it is always up to you to consult your healthcare practitioner before adding anything that I am suggesting on this channel. So olive oil is rich in vitamins A, D, E, and K. So it contains antioxidants that help reduce the signs of aging and combat oxidative stress that is associated with skin aging. It can help increase the collagen in your skin and promote wound healing because of its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. So the final oil that I want to talk about is a jojoba oil. And this one's pretty neat because a jojoba oil works as a humectant, which means it attracts water to the top layer of your skin, helping heal the skin and helping your skin stay hydrated. It has antibacterial, antimicrobial, and antifungal properties to it as well. It contains vitamin E, B complex, copper, and zinc. And copper and zinc are something that is actually really unique when it comes to collagen formation or helping your wounds heal on your skin. You need those two. So what this does to me is this points to a possible improvement of fine lines and wrinkles. Jojoba oil will also not clog your pores. It has non-comedogenic properties to it. It can actually also help your skin control the sebum amount that it produces because it is so similar already to the sebum that your body produces naturally. Jojoba oil is also hypoallergenic, which I think is a very, very interesting thing about this oil because at a molecular level, this isn't even an oil, it's actually a wax. Pretty neat though, hey? So that is all of the information that I have to share about our oils. You can choose any of these three. You could choose a almond oil if you wanted, or an argan oil. Really, the choice is yours as to how you want to customize this. But like I said, today we are going to be using our avocado oil that is infused with chamomile, lavender, and horsetails. So without further ado, I am going to show you how easily this recipe comes together. All right, so to make this recipe, all you're going to need is a double boiler. And in here, I have 1 cup of tallow. And then to that, we are just going to add 1/4 cup of oil. Now, ours is an infused oil, like I said, but you could use just a non-infused oil and still get all of those benefits that I just shared with you. So you just want to add just kind of on a low heat. We don't want the heat too high because we don't want to damage the oils. Okay. And you're just going to pour them together and you're just going to stir them until everything is incorporated. All right. So once you have everything nicely incorporated together, you have a couple options on what you're going to do next. So we're just going to turn off our heat because everything is nicely mixed. If you wanted to add an essential oil, you could do so now at this point. Now, I like to leave my stuff unscented, but that's just my preference. What do you prefer? Do you want to add a scent to this tallow balm? You would add a maximum of 48 drops of your preferred or chosen essential oil if you were using it. A maximum of 48 drops is going to make sure that you're staying within a nice dilution rate and that you're not actually harming your skin because some of these essential oils can do damage to the skin if applied directly onto the skin. It is always important that you follow the dilution rate that is recommended with the essential oil that you're using. It was a mouthful. But I prefer to just use infused oils that is getting those really good benefits from the plants, but it depends on what you want to do. So next, we are going to be taking this and I'm just going to pour it into a jar. But if you were because I'm going to be using this to make a body butter coming up, we're just going to let this kind of all just sit in this jar. That is how simple it is to make your own tallow balm. Now, we have a couple different choices on what we're going to do with this next. You could just actually use it like this and it's hard. Well, obviously, once it solidifies, probably use a smaller jar if you were just going to be using it as is, but you can also whip it up. So you would kind of allow that to solidify in a bowl. I prefer something like glass or like a stainless steel bowl. I like to throw it in the fridge, take my mixer after it's mostly solidified and just kind of whip it up so it's nice and fluffy and airy. Usually 3 to 5 minutes on high is what I'll do. But like I said before, we are going to be making a body butter out of this. So I want to just kind of leave it in this state and I will show you how we do that in the next video. Because if you look, the consistency that you get from this tallow balm, like I said, this was just my face cream. It's actually like quite soft. Like it absorbs really, really nicely as you can, I put that on the inside of my hand. But anyway, so as you can see, it absorbs very, very, very quickly. All right, so that's it. That is all I have for you today. why don't you comment down below and let me know what you're going to make with your tallow balm? Are you going to whip it up so it's nice and fluffy? Are you just going to leave it as is and use it that way? Are you interested in just putting it in other body products like the whipped body butter, body lotion? What are you going to do with your tallow balm? And don't forget to hit that like button and maybe share this video with somebody who you feel might benefit from learning how to make their own tallow balm that they can use on its own or as a base for other skincare products. Consider subscribing to the channel too and not miss more videos that I have plans of bringing you in the future of different body products that you can make for yourself. So I really want to thank you for spending this time with me together, and may you find peace wherever you are.